Hello everyone and welcome. So I was planning on doing a color and chat today, but I'm still getting over a cold and it's kind of hard to talk for a long period of time. So instead I'm going to show some art supplies that I've picked up recently, slash coloring supplies. So first I'll start off with these drawing, these are illustration pens. These are Pentalic, and I really like these for doing my drawings, but they are probably really good too for when you're wanting to draw in a coloring book and create your own designs, because they don't bleed very much. Anyways, I also finally, because I lost my other watercolor brush, I caved and just finally got another one, and this is the Pentel brand, just from Hobby Lobby, and it holds a lot of water. I've been able to do several coloring pages, and it still has a little bit of water in it. Excuse me, sorry. So that was a very happy purchase. And then I decided to get some jelly rolls. These are gel pens, and I've heard a lot about them. So I decided to give them a try, and so far I've been very pleased with them. They work better for me than the Posca pen, so that's kind of crazy. Okay, so you may have seen this already. These are the Touch New markers. This is the 168 set, and I got it off of Amazon. It has a very nice range of colors, and it also came with some gel pen and fine liners in here, which was a nice little touch. But I wanted to show you the color swatch chart that I made because I feel like that would give a better visual on the color selection. So you have an amazing selection of reds and pinks and blues and grays and stuff. And they have some pretty good flesh tones, though I will say the swatches on here do show up a little bit differently than on, say, Amazon paper, so that's something to keep in mind, but they're pretty accurate. And I've been having a lot of fun playing with those. And then you will also have seen this a lot on my channel. These are the Derwent ink tents, and I am in love with these. I was pretty on the fence for a long time because I wasn't sure if they would be worth the amount of money that they usually cost and all that. And I got them on sale. And I will have to say that I am very, very, very happy with these. They do take a bit of practice, and I'm still working on that, but they are pretty easy to learn how to use. And these are the colors. Excuse me. These are the colors that you have to choose from. This is the 72 set, but I feel like you could get away with a 36 set and still be very well set. Yeah, because at this point it's just slight variations on each other, just so you don't have to spend as much time mixing. But yeah, they just feel really nice in the hand, because they are a little bit thicker, and they activate very nicely. But it is important to make a swatch chart because they look very much different when you put them down versus when you activate them. And then this one was a recent, and I found this on eBay for a very, very, very good price. And I was trying to decide between the Albrecht Dürer watercolor pencils and the, oh man, I'm gonna blank on what they are now. But there's another very high quality watercolor pencil, the super colors. It was between these and the super colors, and I was reading reviews and they were pretty similar. But I decided to go with these because they were a little bit more affordable but still extremely high quality, and because I read that the colors match very well with the polychromo set which I have. So I thought that would be fun to be able to use like the polys and the watercolor Albert Dürer pencils together. So yeah, I found this on eBay for a very good price. And this is the little swatch chart booklet that I made, just to swatch all the colors. And they are a little bit different from the polychromos, just very slightly, just because it's a watercolor medium. But they are still very similar. You can tell they're from the same company. And there's a very good range of colors to choose from. And this paper is just like, probably in between, it's like a very light sketch paper, I would say, that I used. So it didn't buckle too much, which was nice. And that's one of the advantages of using a water brush, is you don't have to use as much. You have more control over the amount of water. But these are beautiful pencils. I've used them only a couple times, but they just feel so nice in the hand. And the hexagon, I know, is off-putting for a lot of people, but excuse me, for these, because I'm not going to be using a lot of pressure for a really long time, it's not going to hurt your hands because it's more of a light pressure pencil. If this were a regular color pencil, I would not be as excited about this barrel, but this type of barrel does allow for a very nice grip. So yeah, these are beautiful watercolor pencils. And I did some tests on how they worked on paper, and I tried recording it, and I just had super bad luck with, like, I tried doing it 3 times, and each time something did not work. Like, it didn't record, or, you know, other very terrible, tragic things. So I do want to post an official review on this eventually, because I want to share the goodness. So for the last part of the video, I wanted to show some examples of what I used, the coloring supplies that I got. So this is actually one I forgot to show for my finished coloring pages for May. And this I used just Inktense, and just as a side note, this reminds me of like the designs they have on buses from forever ago. You know, the seat fabric that they have. But yeah, so it's just been really fun to experiment with texture and using them smooth. So there's an example of what the Inktense can look like in a coloring book. And then here's an example for the Touch New markers. This is all marker except for the white, which is the Jelly Roll gel pen. And I had some, like, before it dried, this blended really well, but there's still a pretty decent blend for being on non-marker paper. So that is the Touch New markers. And then, oh, this was just another Inktense, and seeing how it looked with regular pencils. So there's ink tints and regular pencil in here. The background is ink tint, so you can get a pretty, not like perfectly smooth, but still decently smooth gradient with them. And then this is the background that I really did the most with the Albrecht Dürer pencils. And so the whole background is the Albrecht Dürer watercolor pencils. And they activate very nicely. But it is hard to do like large areas. But I think for a first time using them, that was pretty good. But anyways, thanks so much for watching this video. Let me know which coloring supply you also have and love, or which one you have on your wish list. I know I have like an ever-growing wish list. But anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Happy coloring!